It's not over, folks. The Golden Knights may be down in the Stanley Cup final, but fans aren't counting out the home team just yet. Be sure to grab some sunblock. The temperature is climbing and showing no signs of cooling down. Also, rates are rising, why you can expect to pay more for car insurance this summer.
Now, live, this is 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Nia Wong. Our Vegas Golden Knights fought hard for a win in enemy territory, but came up short against the Washington Capitals last night. It's Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The first period, a stalemate, but Washington came alive in the second, scoring twice. Scored in the third, but the Caps skated away with Game 3, winning 3-1. The team says they know there are a lot of things to work on as they get ready for Game 4 Monday night. For now, let's send it over to D.C., where Sports Director Chris Matthews met with the team after the game.
We're here in Capital One Arena inside where the crews are cleaning up. They've just cleaned up the ice, and the Vegas Golden Knights got cleaned up here on a Saturday night. One thing the Knights got to do is they can't be so cute out near the blue line. They got to work the puck, and they got to take more shots on goal.
Yeah, we need to put more pucks on net for sure. I also think we need to keep plays alive way more. It's great to have 40 shots, and that's what we want. But I think we can keep plays alive more.
Yeah, I think they blocked a lot of shots tonight. We need to find some holes or a fake shot or do something a little different maybe to put more pucks on a goalie.
We got to get to hold beauty a lot more. We got to get pucks to the net, and we just didn't have enough chances tonight.
I don't think we got enough shots at all. I think we had like 35 last game. We had like 15 in the third period, and this third period we might have had 10, but second period I think we had 3 or 4 shots. Doesn't cut it, not good enough. We got to be better, and we will be better for Game 4.
You got to win that 50-50 battle. You got to, win that in front of the net, get that rebound or whatever it is. And then we're going to have to change sides, get it up to the points.
I think it's more frustrating just the way we played. The losses. We can live with the loss if we're just not getting the bounces, but I think the way we played isn't good enough for this time of year.
Yeah, I guess we haven't been down in the playoffs, right? It's okay. I think we have a few guys that's been through a playoff before, and we can remind everybody, that that's fine when it's the first to 4. So we're not done here.
The Vegas Golden Knights will be back on the ice practicing in preparation for Game 4. Remember, the team that wins Game 3 goes on to win the series 77% of the time. We'll have much more for you tomorrow afternoon as the Vegas Golden Knights try to bounce back and fight back in Game 4. Reporting from the nation's capital, inside Capital One Arena, I'm Chris Matthews, 8 Sports Now.
The crushing defeat was definitely not what fans back here at home wanted to see, but they showed up in full force at watch parties across the valley. 8 News Now reporter Orko Mana caught up with some who say this loss is not the end.
Thousands of Golden Knights fans came out here in front of T-Mobile Arena to watch Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final. Although the outcome isn't what they wanted, they had a blast and still can't believe our team has made it this far.
The team was the Golden Knights, and the way I liked them because I just like hockey.
I'm pretty sure they can win.
And why is that?
Because they've been doing kind of really good lately, and yeah, I think they can do it.
I've actually had this for a while, and once the Knights was coming, I saw the white jersey. I'm like, that's a perfect fit, so I knew I had to come here. I'm sweating out here for it because I want this team to win. I'm going to sweat out here for you so you can stay cold on the ice and win it for us.
Fans keep saying that there is still time to turn this around and bring the Stanley Cup home to Las Vegas. Reporting in front of T-Mobile Arena, Orko Mana, 8 News Now.
That's right, it's not over till it's over. Monday's game in Washington starts at 5 o'clock. Game 5 on Thursday back here at T-Mobile Arena. And of course, count on Sports Director Chris Matthews, as well as the rest of the 8 Sports Now crew to bring us pregame and postgame coverage throughout the series. If you're going to hit those outdoor watch parties, plan for lots of sunscreen and water. Sally Jaramillo breaks it down in her Weather Now forecast. Sally?
Happy Sunday. The heat is here. In comparison to yesterday, which we reached a high of 99 degrees, today a high of 104 expected. Those normal temperatures of 95 degrees, yes, we're going to be above normal these next couple of days, but a record of 107 back in 2016. Lows in the 77 degrees expected. Here's your Sunday. We're looking very nice and toasty for today. 97 by noon, 3 p.m., 103, and then 7 p.m. We'll also feel those triple-digit numbers. Very sunny and hot. Your weather headlines will definitely, we're going to be heating up the next couple of days. We'll see those above normal temperatures. We'll also be staying dry, and we'll see some afternoon breezes, and we'll talk about all that heat safety coming up.
The local culinary union says it's reached a tentative agreement with MGM Resorts International. According to the union, the 5-year deal covers 24,000 workers at 10 casinos on the Las Vegas Strip. This announcement comes just days after the previous contracts expired, freeing tens of thousands of workers to go on strike. Caesars Entertainment also reached a tentative agreement with workers. 15 other properties on the Strip, as well as in downtown Las Vegas, still do not have deals in place. This includes the Stratosphere, Treasure Island, and Golden Nugget. Police are still looking for the person involved in the deadly stabbing of 2 tourists at Circus. Metro detectives say the victims were a Vietnamese couple visiting the valley as part of a tour group. Officers found their bodies Friday night after staff conducted a welfare check when the 2 didn't show up for a trip to the Grand Canyon. Police believe the stabbing was an isolated incident and say no one else is in danger. A man who's confessed to killing a little girl 20 years ago is trying again for a chance at parole. Attorneys for Jeremy Strohmeyer asked a judge for a new sentence hearing because they say their client lacked the emotional maturity to control adolescent impulses. Strohmeyer was just 18 and still in high school when he killed Sharice Iverson at a casino near Prim back in 1997. Strohmeyer avoided death row by pleading guilty, but prosecutors say if he gets a new hearing, they'll seek the death penalty. UNLV could be just 24 hours away from naming its new president. Plus, car insurance rates going up, while you'll start paying more next month.
Associates. Enough said. Call Ed.
You're watching the Valley's news leader with Nia Wong, Sally Jaramillo, and John Treach. This is 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
After a week of early voting, voters in Clark County are beating the records for turnout set back in 2010. So far, more than 44,000 voters have cast ballots, about 4% of active voters in Clark County. The voter registrar says this higher than usual turnout, at least locally, may be due to an intense race for an open governor's seat. More than 500,000 of us will be seeing an increase in auto insurance rates next month. That's because minimum liability coverage requirements go up July 1st. 1 in 3 of Nevada's 2 million licensed motorists could pay as much as $10 more a month. Currently, motorists must carry insurance coverage of $15,000 for bodily injury per person, $30,000 per crash, and $10,000 for property damage. The new minimums will be $25,000, $50,000, and $20,000. Also happening tomorrow, the Nevada Board of Regents will hold a special meeting to vote on the recommendation for an acting president of UNLV. Nevada's System of Higher Education Chancellor, Tom Riley, has recommended the appointment of Marta Miana. She's dean of the UNLV Honors College, and if approved by the board, Miana will begin July 1st and serve until a new president is finally chosen. Former President Len Jessup left the university back in March. Well, still ahead, free adoptions. What to know if you're looking to welcome a new member to the family this weekend.
The heat continues. Triple digits in store for your work week. How warm will we get? I'll have the answer in your most
one of the best governors we've ever had.
Now, live, this is 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
NV Energy has announced the largest renewable energy investment in the state's history. It calls for 6 new solar projects across the state, harvesting more than 1,000 megawatts of the sun's energy. The locations will split between the northern and southern areas. The projected $2 billion project is expected to provide jobs for 1,700 construction workers and about 80 permanent positions.
Our long-term goal is to get to 100% renewable, but the important point here is that while reducing the cost of our customers have to pay for electricity.
The entire project is expected to wrap up by the end of 2021. NV Energy could also abandon the project if voters approve the Energy Choice Initiative, citing increasing liabilities and risks to NV Energy customers. Ballot question 3 would allow residents to choose their own energy supplier. And speaking of the sun, expect lots of it this week. Warming temps to triple digits. Sally Jaramillo explains in her Weather Now forecast. Sally?
Good Sunday morning to you. Let's look into your pollen forecast where not much has changed. The palm, the oak, and the juniper all stay in the moderate category. That sage in the high. Hopefully we bring better conditions for you for tomorrow. But that forecast highs really expected to look very warm and hot. We're looking at the triple digits here. The lake's expected to see 106, downtown 105, Green Valley also at 105, Mountain's Edge 106, and Kyle Canyon at 74 degrees. Yes, we're going to be heating things up. We're going to remain pretty hot all week long, but your Monday expected to be the warmest day of the week so far. With that said, I want to remind you guys to protect yourself, drink lots of water, apply sunscreen, dress in lightweight and light colored clothing, and of course take breath and breaks in the shade. Once again, take care of all those you love, your pets, the elderly. Don't leave anyone behind in a hot vehicle. Your futurecast showing you these conditions of how hot and dry it's really going to get for your work week. As we click into your Tuesday, we start to see some occasional clouds kick in, but other than that, temperatures will be in the triple digits. Your windcast for today remain pretty light and variable, everything below 10 miles per hour. As we look into your Monday, that also seems to be the same. Some occasional breezes will kick in for your Wednesday all week long, and your recreational forecast looking very nice and sunny today. Monday will be at 106. Tuesday will drop a couple of degrees and be at 100, and then Wednesday 98 degrees. But we'll crank those numbers up once again with those triple digits. Mount Charleston 79 degrees, lows of 52 if you're expected to go out there for today. Light winds, Red Rock, you'll be at 95 degrees. And if you're thinking of heading to the lake, well, a high of 103, lows in the 78 category, and north winds 10 miles per hour. Laughlin, you'll be at 109, so it's definitely going to get really hot and toasty. For tonight, lows of 77, clear skies with calm winds. A normal of 71 degrees will be above those normal temperatures. And let's take a look into your 7-day forecast where we see mostly sunny conditions all week long. We'll start to kick in with some breezes for your Tuesday and your Wednesday. Triple digits all week long. Enjoy that heat. Drink lots of water.
Will do, Sally. Well, up next, some sweet treats. Find out where and when you can sample some of the Valley's most popular desserts, all for a good cause.
Live, this is 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
Welcome back. This morning we're talking desserts, drinks, and smooth jazz. So joining us this morning is Leticia Apablaza. And Leticia, I understand you are the coordinator of desserts in the desert.
Yes.
And this is where we're going to find some of these yummy treats, right?
Absolutely.
So what's an experience at desserts in the desert like?
So it starts off, it's at the Downtown Amphitheater, already inside their ongoing Jazz in the Park music series. So you get to come in and really experience kind of what we have displayed here, just different types of desserts that you may or may not have tried before. So you really get to go in and kind of nibble at everything. And it's about 15, 20 desserts that you get to come in and really try out. On top of that, we also have some alcohol samplings. A whiskey masterclass is going to take place at our last one on June 16th as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
So I'm a foodie, and
yes.
From what I understand, these are locals, right? Local
some of them are local or just kind of hidden in a sense. So Fractured Prune is a really cool donut shop that only has 2 locations in town, so you kind of have to search out for them. These over here are a little bit on the healthier side at Natural Grocers, but again, you get to try it out and kind of get your take on, you know, some of these desserts. Then we have an oldie but goodie, but Ethel M chocolates, and you said you haven't been, right?
No, I have not.
So exactly. So some people still haven't been out there to see their production, so this event gives you the opportunity to try a little bit of theirs as well.
Yeah, a little reminder, hey, they are still kicking it out here in the desert.
Exactly.
So for people who do come out to this event, I understand that it's for a good cause.
Absolutely. So we actually teamed up with 2 nonprofits, the Gay and Lesbian Community Center of Southern Nevada and Nevada PEP. So a portion of proceeds from this event goes back to their organizations.
Alrighty, for people who are very interested in attending, how much are tickets and where can we get them?
Absolutely. So tickets start at $10, and that's for all of the desserts, unlimited. And then for a little extra, you can get all the desserts with the alcohol pairings and the whiskey masterclass.
Leticia, thank you so much for joining us and sharing these desserts with us too.
Absolutely.
It smells great already.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, we'll be right back after this break.
Honda West or Finley Honda Henderson today.
Now, live, this is 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
There are plenty of dogs cheering on the Golden Knights, and you could take one home this weekend. Adoption fees are waived for dogs over 30 pounds at the Animal Foundation. This is through Tuesday. It's called Pups for the Cup, and it's the shelter's first big promotion of the summer. You can find your newest member of the family at the main campus near Pecos and Bonanza, or the PetSmart on Lake Mead and Boulder Highway in Henderson. And finally this morning, check out this little guy. This is Benny, the yellow lab, and he's a Knights super fan. His family got him from a local rescue, and he's turned into quite the fan. Bark Andre Furry is pretty adorable, but Benny might be just as cute. Well, that's all the time we have for 8 News Now this morning. Have a wonderful Sunday.